A very good morning everyone and welcome to a new daily market outlook. So my name is Fabio and in today's market outlook, as per usual, I am going to be discussing the major dollar pairs and gold. So with that said, let's dive straight in, see what the markets are doing and what we expect for the day ahead. Starting off with the dollar index saw a nice rally yesterday, but also a very nice dump. So on the daily, what we can currently see is that we've still failed to close above this swing high of 97.441. So we need to see a close above that high for a new higher high to be formed on the dollar index. The dollar index on the daily time frame is still bullish. Then diving in towards the 4 hour, what we can see is that the 4 hour did create a break of structure by closing above this swing high. So what does that now mean? Well, it means that this is now your swing low and this is now your swing high. This is the area of demand and that is the place where we want to be going long from. So yeah, simply just waiting for the dollar index to push down lower in towards this area of demand to then look for some potential longs. Pretty simple. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And yesterday we saw a very nice dump on the dollar index after seeing that break of structure. So yeah, I do expect the dollar index to see some further continuation in towards the downside, in towards that area of 4 hour demand. And as long as we respect this low, we will see a new impulse higher and potentially a new higher high after tapping in towards this area of demand. So yeah, that is that for the dollar index. Let's head over to Aussie dollar. And Aussie dollar saw that push up higher as I pretty much explained yesterday. Now diving in towards the daily time frame, this area of supply is not fresh anymore, or as I said yesterday, it was already not fresh and we already tapped into it 3 times. So therefore it was very likely that was going to be broken. And as we can see, we broke it. So it's no rocket science, just clearly knowing what to do and just viewing the market simply every single day. At a certain point, you'll recognize the patterns. So what we currently have over here is a fresh area of daily supply. And this fresh area of daily supply is pretty much very nicely aligned with the 618. And I'm just checking, yeah, we've just missed it slightly by a few pips. So what I do expect for the day ahead is for Aussie dollar potentially to push up higher in towards this supply zone and from there see a further push down. So I'm going to be keeping these 3 areas of daily supply in coordination or in my eyesight. I don't even know the exact word what I want to use, but I'm going to be looking for shorts from one of those 3 zones, and that is pretty much it for Aussie dollar. Looking at the 4 hour once again, we now have a new swing low, and that is this low over here. So just waiting for a pullback, then potentially one more break of structure. This is then the swing low, then a push down, pull back up, supply, and then for further short. So I'm going to be using those daily areas of supply as an initial reaction zone. So once I see a reaction, I'm going to be looking for that trend switch on the 4 hour and then look for those potential further shorts when I really see, okay, well, this area of daily supply is really doing its thing. Of course, you can also just simply sell from this area of daily supply over here, but then your stop loss is going to likely be hit if you just place it simply, let's say over here or just over here. Or what I mean is, like, if you want to be safe trader, you could of course just take a short over here from this area of daily supply, but then let's say you want to be safe with your stop loss, you place it above the daily swing high, then back down towards the swing low is only a 1 to 1.42. So that's something just to take into consideration when trading, and therefore I would focus on the 4 hour time frame. So yep, that is that for Aussie dollar. Let's over to euro dollar. And euro dollar, so euro dollar saw a pretty much nothing yesterday, just consolidation overall, as I still stand by my statement of yesterday that we need to see a push up in towards supply to then look for potential shorts. For the rest, no trades on the board in regards to euro dollar for me personally. Yeah, nothing much really to be said about it. We just need to see a pullback in towards that supply zone if we want to get any trades. Still expecting euro dollar to hit that area of supply over here, which lies approximately 70 pips below, 75 pips. So yeah, still expecting a further sell-off on euro dollar, but only going to be able to get an entry if we do see a pullback in towards supply. So that is euro dollar. Let's over to pound dollar. And pound dollar, absolute beauty. So I called pound dollar yesterday in the VIP or in the VIP signal chat, 120 pips in total approximately. So fantastic trade, really happy with it, really called the bottom on this pair. So yeah, pretty much just closed everything out in this area of supply, and as we can currently see, yeah, clear slowdown inside of that supply. I was really anticipating on the fact that once we broke this internal high over here, we could really easily fill this clean move. And as we can clearly see, we did. So yeah, beautiful trade. I'm very happy with it. So if you want to join on these signals, check out the link in the description down below, by the way. But looking at the 4 hour at the moment, so I still wouldn't be surprised if we do move up, a little bit higher to kind of take out these equal highs over here. Still have liquidity above the highs, but we can definitely expect kind of like an initial reaction from here. So let's see what happens. Maybe a small sell-off and then one more push up before the real dump starts to occur. That's kind of what I'm going to be looking at on pound dollar. But for the rest, nothing really interesting at the moment. Of course, you can kind of try and get into shorts from this specific region, but I'm not personally a big fan of that due to the fact that there's just not a lot of liquidation going on. Of course, now we have pretty much the double top. So stops of early sellers are now getting liquidated or got liquidated over here. So now we could see a further push down, but just keeping in mind personally that I still would love to take out this high over here. So these equal highs and grab liquidity above it, and preferably even see it push even higher in towards 4 hour supply, which lies up above over here at around 1.35385, as that is the highest probability selling zone. So yep, that's pound dollar. Let's move to Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar, so Kiwi dollar is just slow in this area of supply, so just waiting for that higher zone on the daily to then look for those shorts. Pretty easy, just very simple, looking for shorts from that highest area of daily supply. 4 hour would still love for that to take out these highs. As we can clearly see, we have this swing high over here with a lot of liquidity above that high. So I personally still think we're going to see one more push up on Kiwi dollar before the big sell-off to take out all the liquidity above the stops or above the highs, whatever you want to call it. So last but not least, we have gold. And gold is pumping, so I'm currently in a gold long. Yeah, I'm not going to say my exact entry, but if you want to follow the signals, you can of course follow it in the VIP channel, link in the description down below. But I'm expecting a push up higher to at least take out this swing high over here and potentially even create a higher high if we don't see a real reaction. But I am anticipating on one more push up higher in towards the supply zone and take out the liquidity high. That is for now kind of the game plan on my side. Then from there potentially look for a new short back down once again. Yeah, kind of like the double top. We didn't see any liquidation on this move, so I still think we're going to see liquidation happen once we come and reach that swing high. Then from there, potentially one more push down lower in towards these demand zones, and then from there long again. So for now, up on gold and then down and then up again. That's pretty much it. So yep, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I wish you all a fantastic day. Do not forget to leave it a like and subscribe to this channel, and I wish you all a fantastic day. Thanks.